Hello, welcome back to the channel. It is time for our Blood Moon 70 video. This video will show us defending our Blood Moon base 3. If you're new here, then you will see that Kay and myself, we like the base building side of 7 Days to Die. We like it all, but we particularly like the base building. I think it's one of the best for that. And what we do is we build separate bases for our Blood Moons, and we go and defend those. The bases don't take advantage of the AI's failings. They're not cheese bases. They're sort of built to fail. They've got crumple zones. It's glorious, it's chaotic, it's a mess, and we really enjoy it. It always ends in disaster. Whilst I've got your attention, and if you like the video, please hit like, or even better, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I thank you very much, Kay. Thank you. So if you're a mathematical genius, you'll know that on day 70, it's another Blood Moon. The sky is already red, and we are getting ready to go. This is our base 3. If you're interested in how we made this base and how we picked it, there is a video which I will link to at the end of this one that shows how we changed it, how we adapted the base to become a Blood Moon base. But all that's left to do really is to fuel up our gyrocopters for our escape, lock the doors, make sure the guns are working, and get prepared for our guests. We've got an outer wall which we sort of expect to fail, and then we're going to retreat back into this central area which is protected by 8 shotguns, and then retreat up the tower and hopefully make good our escape. Because of the size of the build of this base, we knew it had certain weaknesses. We didn't have time to cover everything. As I walked around the walls before the Blood Moon started, I noticed this point here. And it was pretty clear that if they got onto this outer wall, then they could jump onto this roof and they'd be past all of our sort of kill zone central area and straight onto the tower, which was a bit of a... well, it was going to make it interesting. And as the final seconds ticked away before Blood Moon started, we thought about the base, and we had real fun building it. It was quite an effort to build because of the sort of nature of where it was and what there was when we started. And we also realised that there probably wouldn't be a great deal of it left by the time the Blood Moon had finished. Straight away the zombies split us up. Some were going for the south of the base, around the back, and then the others were attacking the main gate on the north. We split up and started fighting them there. And then it seemed to change. All of them started going for our front door on the north side, and Kay became quickly overwhelmed by them. And this area then became a kill zone. It was really good. We could stand either side, blast them away, and we started trying to formulate an idea of placing some blocks down to replace the gate and see if we could get that done in the gaps between their attacks. And this just went on and on, us trying to get blocks down and then pulling over the top. Luckily we have Kay and his magnificent shotgun, which is the, you know, the fully tricked out automatic shotgun, which is just deadly. I mean, I think it's the best weapon in the game. If you saw the video of the build up to this Blood Moon, you'll see that we didn't make enough ammo, we didn't have enough time, and so we started trying to use grenades, and that got a bit dicey. I managed to throw 3 or 4 at once by accident, and I was pretty sure that I'd killed us both, but luckily it worked out. But to start saving ammo, we decided to abandon the defence of the front wall and get back into the centre courtyard where we had our automatic shotguns waiting and some defences, so we were hoping that we could ease off on the bullets and let some of our automatic defences do the work. And you can hear the sweet sound of the shotguns firing. There were 8 of them aimed at the bottom of the stairs, and they took a lot of pressure off us. And we were quite excited to see a Demolisher zombie turn up, and we knew that was going to put a real spanner in the works, and that could cause a bit of mayhem and be a bit of fun. And it all worked beautifully for quite a while, but we knew sooner or later one of the Demolisher zombies was going to get through. With the Demolisher destroying most of our courtyard and the bottom of the steps and some of our guns, we were left to start thinking about retreating up the tower, but we were going to try and hold this choke point as long as we could. And you can also see, as we feared at the very start, that the zombies would start jumping over the low wall and onto this roof here and getting across at this from this angle. So it was all livening up. Thanks to the hatches at the top of the steps here, we managed to hold this point for quite a while. And as you can see, the spitters were actually managing to damage the leg of the tower, and we were quite concerned that the whole thing was going to fall down on our heads. Excitingly, we both started running low on ammo, so we had to switch to melee for a little while, and when we could, we pushed back down the staircase and started lobbing grenades at them in the forecourt, which worked quite well, kept them back. Spitters started causing us a lot more problems. We're just using up a lot of meds, and alarmingly we start seeing a lot more demolisher zombies running around. And when we could push down to the bottom of the staircase, we saw that they were just running amok in the courtyard. They were starting to break into our workshop. They were starting to break into the building that housed our motorcycles. I think it was because they couldn't quite get up the staircase at that point, so they were just wrecking everything. Eventually, Kay took pity on them and he rebuilt the bottom of the staircase with cobblestones to allow them to get back up at us. It sort of worked for us as well because it meant we could start meleeing them because we were really running out of ammo at this point. So we wanted them to sort of start working their way up the tower and up through our defences on the tower. It all worked really well, it was fantastic. They started working their way up the tower on the outside staircase and attacking each choke point. We had to keep giving ground and moving up another floor and fighting them there until they beat us all the way up to the top of the tower. And once again, we were facing sheer destruction and having to abandon our beautiful Blood Moon base. But if you've seen our Blood Moon build video, you know we planned for this, and we had a beautiful escape route where we drop down through the centre of the tower and then follow a tunnel out to the gyro port, which is about 60 metres out. And that was the plan. But we learned a valuable lesson in that you can die from fall damage if you land on top of your friend's head, even if they're in water. And unfortunately, I landed directly on Kay's head and died. Kay was alright though. He managed to scamper out through the tower, through the tunnel, and meet me at the gyro port after I respawned. But apart from that one glitch, everything was perfect. We launched out into the night from our fantastic gyro port. We had a sort of hellish hour of being attacked by vultures, but we've both got superchargers on our gyro so we could outrun those. And as dawn came up, we checked out the damage on the base. It looked pretty good, considering. It looked pretty good. We were both really happy. It was still standing as well. We were totally pleased with how that defense went. It was chaotic. It was crazy at times, but it worked pretty much as we thought it was going to work, surprisingly. So we're really happy. I hope you enjoyed the video. We certainly enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun. And don't forget to go check out our build video of the Blood Moon 3 base if you haven't seen it already. And if you can, hit the like button and even subscribe. That would be fantastic. All right, well, we'll see you on day 77. Right, you take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.